There are currently 13 cases of vape-associated lung illnesses in South Dakota, according to the most recent update from the Department of Health.
As these illnesses continue to rise across the country, local experts are speaking out. On tonight's Health Beat, KELOLAND's Sophie Heineman is talking with a counselor about how parents can have an open discussion about vaping with their children.
Vaping, it's not an easy talk to have with your kids, but experts say making time to sit down and have an open discussion is crucial. Psychiatric physician assistant Garrett Ford says the first thing you need to do is educate yourself.
Vaping devices probably really can be anything. It can look like a flash drive, or it can look just like a little circle or a cube.
With so many devices on the market, it can be tough to pinpoint who is vaping and who is simply using a USB drive. You want to be careful how you start the conversation.
You're not trying to go about lecturing to your child, not sitting down and saying, well, we need to talk, or going about it kind of in a very closed-minded way.
Instead, Ford recommends starting with questions like, what do you know about vaping, and have you vaped before? He also stresses the importance of knowing statistics and facts to discuss with kids, making sure they understand what they're inhaling.
So I ask about nicotine use or tobacco use or smoking, and recently it seems like a lot of folks have denied any type of use. And then if I ask, well, what about vaping? I've had a lot of feedback saying, oh, yeah, I do that, or oh, no, I didn't do that.
Whether you're the parent of a teen or a tween,
I would say there's not a too young type of an age.
The time to have the conversation is now.
It can feel very overwhelming on trying to figure out how to navigate all of this. Parenting's hard enough. And then kind of looking at where do I ask for help next.
He says a pediatrician or your child's primary care doctor can offer guidance and information. But he says parents also need to take a look at their own lifestyles.
If a parent's also a smoker in the home or vapes, looking at, does the home just need to be vape-free, cigarette-free?
While the conversation may not be easy, it could make all the difference in your child's future. Ford also says resources like the American Lung Association can help parents identify what various vaping devices look like. You can find links on KELOLAND.com. And most importantly, he tells parents not to be afraid to ask for help.
Thanks, Sophie. And we are working on a KELOLAND News special report regarding teens and vaping. Doctors, students, and a local vape shop owner will help us uncover the truth about teen vaping. It's going to air on December 2nd following the 6 o'clock news right here on KELO TV.